that it got me thinking that I feel it was a little bit off the mark of the reason why. And the headline of this is Small Banks Fuel the Rise in Borrowing from the Fed's Discount Window. And so it noticed that banks with assets, $3 billion or less, drove that increase. Such banks borrowed for the via discount window an average of 4 days in 2022 compared to the average of 2 days. And the Federal Reserve Bank of New York analysis, they quoted, let's see here, banks with less than $10 billion of assets saw declines of 46 to 55% in their cash to asset ratio for the first 9 months of 2022, according to them. So the notable decline in the total level of reserves in the banking system this year may have been an important factor in the discount window borrowing. Okay, so yeah, that, amazing insight came from the New York Fed researcher, they said. So, what I don't like about this article is it's the reason why you see smaller banks borrowing from the Fed, because it makes more sense at the moment. They're looking at it's rate driven. Also, what they're not saying is banks are in direct competition with the Treasury. The Treasury is offering 6-month yields at 5%. So, consumers, why would you leave your money in a savings account? Why would you leave your money in checking account where you can go get nearly 5% for 6 months with the Treasury? So not only, banks had a lot of deposits in due to COVID relief, consumers are having to spend their money. So it's not telling the true story. Consumers are spending their money. Inflation is up. That is driving. They have less money in their accounts. Therefore, too, so not only that, the Federal Reserve, they're completely untouched with reality as far as Main Street. They focus higher on Wall Street. But community banks are the driving force of small to medium businesses throughout the nation. So what they're doing now is, once again, they're in direct competition with banks. PPP relief, community banks came to the call. They did a majority of the loans. They were there. And once again, now, whatever this administration is doing, it kind of reminds me of what happened years ago. They're coming back in, and now they're in direct competition. I mean, we've personally lost great quality commercial loans due to the government even financing directly 30-year fixed rates. So how are banks going to compete directly with the government? So what they're not telling you is they're the direct result of why the borrowings are happening. And, they're saying big banks, they borrow from Fed discount window all the time.